Hi, everybody. This is Julian. I just want to get back and check in with all of you guys. It's been a while since I've posted any 1 Minute with Jays or whatever. And, I just want to sit here and just remind a few of you, because all it takes is a few to make an impact, right? I just want to remind a few of you that you have a gift that is worth cultivating. You have a gift that can catapult you into future success. You have a gift that can and will make room for you and put you in rooms you would never imagine that you would be in. You have a gift that will put you in front of men and women of power, in front of men and women of influence. But you have to tap into it, right? You have to tap into it. And I meet so many people who sit down with me and they may say, "Oh, I don't know what my purpose is, and I don't know why I'm here, and I'm just doing things for the sake of doing things." Please follow some of your passions. If you have no clue what your purpose is, please follow some of your passions. I think that's the first step. Follow some of your passions, and that is going to lead you to your purpose. But you're following your passions, and in following your passions, you're going to naturally just work in your giftings. I don't care if you are, oh shoot, let me give you something here. I don't care if what you do is you're a real estate agent and all you do is sell houses and condos and complexes. When you get a good a bigger client, a big fish client, and you may say to me, "Well, that's not. Well, I don't see how that could help me and help me build and go into purpose." But you have to understand that part of what you're doing, you're talking to people, you're selling. That means you have great personable skills. You're great with people one on one. And if you successfully close the client, or if you successfully got a client from wanting to buy to buying, or got a buyer from wanting to buy something to actually finding the right thing, and then they went and they signed the contract, you now have something that you can teach somebody else. Okay? So even if you say, "Well, all I do is just sell real estate," well, with your presentation skills that you already have, with your skills of persuasion that you already have, with your personable attributes that you already have, you may be a good teacher. Maybe you want to sit in front of a camera like myself and say, "Hi, my name is Johnny Schmo, the real estate agent. Let me show you how I close 10 houses a month. Let me show you how I attract 10 clients a month. Let me show you how I get my big fish clients 2 to 3 a month." I don't know if that's good or bad for a real estate agent, but I'm just saying that whatever you have done, right, you've used your gifts currently in what you're doing. So can you take a look at your gifts, see what some of those are, right? Some of us feel like, "Oh, well, I'm not LeBron James. I'm not, I don't know, Will Smith." Everyone has a gift. You just have to pay attention to it, and you use them daily. And then you can use those gifts to then go and teach somebody else. But you got to be open, and you got to be willing, and you got to be able to analyze what's going on in here, right? What's going on in here? And then once you figure out, okay, I did it like this, I did it like that, then you can kind of figure out, okay, now I know what's going on in here. What can I give from here to help somebody else? You can easily create a course on how to attract clients as a real estate agent. You could easily create a course on how do you acquire X amount of properties? How do you evaluate the property? Where do you go? What websites do you go to find certain properties? Do you have a certain strategy? Are you into distressed homes? Are you into fixer-uppers? Are you only into to certain homes in particular areas? Maybe it's only affluent areas that you want to go to. How on earth do you even begin to do that? All right. Where do you get the money to fund some of these things? How have you done it? Right. These are all things. And then there's like subsets of that. Right. Because now, okay, well, how did you get the money? Oh, well, I didn't go to a big bank. I went to a local credit union and they were able to give me more money. I don't know if that's the case again, but that's whatever that information is, whatever you did to get to a certain point, you can now teach someone. Okay, and as you go deeper, you may find out that you don't even want to even do real estate anymore. You may find that you don't even want to continue to be a property owner anymore. You may want to just teach. Maybe now you've used your gifts and you've tapped into more of your purpose. But there's more for you to give no matter what you do. There's more for you to give. There's more for you to teach no matter what you do. Please tap into those things. And I think that we have a responsibility to do that. Now you may feel different about that. But let me challenge you. What if you are the difference between someone else from your area becoming successful or being broke, busted, and disgusted? All right. I grew up born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut. All right. There's a certain cadence to the way I speak. There's a certain gestures and hand movements. When I get excited, I talk with my hands. There's certain things that I will do. There's a certain way that I look. There's a certain way that I shape up my beard. All right. There's a certain way that I walk. I'm obviously a black man. Okay. There is somebody who may look like me, who may act like me, who may talk like me, who may be similar to me, who may come from a similar area, may not be Bridgeport, but you may be straight out of the hood. And you may say to yourself, there is nothing, I just got to keep doing whatever I'm doing to survive. All right. Whether that be you're out here hustling, you're out here selling drugs, you're out here at a job that is requiring less than what your full potential is, and you know it, but you just continue to do it anyway because you think that's all there is for you in life. Even though sometimes deep down you may feel like there's more. But there may be somebody out there who may be in a situation like that, similar to where I was, and they may see me, and now they may say, okay, well, you know what? I might can't do what Julian has done, but I can do something similar, and I know that I can pull myself up and be more because I've seen it done with someone who came from similar circumstances. Okay, so I'm not saying that you have to be black. I'm not saying that you have to have a beard. I'm not saying that you have to speak in certain slang terms from time to time. You'll hear me just say certain things. It's just who I am. But I'm saying that there's something that you have that someone may need to motivate themselves, that someone may need to advance themselves, that someone may need to inspire themselves into greater. There might be someone right down the block from you who may need to see you and your example and need you to teach them and help them and guide them. Now they gotta be teachable. Not everybody is teachable. That's a whole other video, that's a whole other topic. But they gotta be teachable, right? They have to be teachable. If they're not teachable, I mean, then you have to move on. I mean, you're going to spend but so much time with folks who really don't want help. You got to spend the majority of your time with the folks who really want help. And then me personally, I spend a small amount, a minuscule amount of time on folks who don't want it. You know, you try and push, you try and prod, and then you give them some things that they may be able to help, that may be able to help in their lives as they move forward. And then you got to move on yourself. Say, okay, well, it was nice meeting you. I got to move on. Bless you. You know, whatever it is. Have a nice day. Whatever it is. But those who are hungry, those who really want it, those who are teachable, those who will listen and implement and come back and show you the results, say, hey, I've done this. What's next? Those are the kind of folks that you know that you are meant to help and that you can help. So we got to focus on those who really, really want it. And hopefully those who may be lukewarm on the fence, you know, seesawing back and forth, all that funny stuff. Hopefully some of them will get on board, but not everybody will. It's just a fact of life. But you have something inside of you that you can use to help somebody else. I know that. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. I know that. Even on the job, there's somebody who may need to hear how you keep a positive attitude, how you've made it to a certain position, how you've done these things. It might be somebody who is of a similar education background. You know, oh, I have a master's and a bachelor's, but I still feel stuck. But you have a master's and a bachelor's, but you might make six figures. Well, how did you do that? They need to see that, right? Because they are in a similar circumstance, but they haven't achieved their highest potential. So you have to have an example, right? You have to have an example to know your full potential, to know what is possible, to know all the possibilities for your own life. So I just want to leave you with that real quick. Thank you for supporting me. For those of you who continue to support me, I appreciate it. And as we continue to brand and rebrand, you know, we are moving from theunboundblog.com to coachjulianhill.com. We're just going to merge it. It's theunboundblog.com. We're just going to merge it. We're just going to change the name and merge it. It's important. Not many people were identifying with theunboundblog.com, but now it will be coachjulianhill.com, from bondage to unbound. And I think that clearly communicates the mission that I'm on personally. And I think it'll connect and resonate with more of you. To many people have asked me, okay, you're a coach, but what exactly do you coach? I see your website. What does unbound mean? I'm Coach Julian Hill. And with everything I post, with everything I put out, I hope that I can break the bondages off of your life, the bondages from your past. I hope I can break those things for you and help you to move to be unbound in your life and recognize what you have inside of you. All right. Talk to you soon.